You could completely miss out on this if you try to stay on Facebook, or it could cut off at any moment. Hey, what's going on? This is we're live on the page. Now this is so cool. We miss out on this if you try to stay on Facebook.
So glad that you are here.
Hey, what's going on?
This is through all of these loopy things. I'm super excited. We got a lot of cool things on the plans in the works. So make sure that you're stay tuned. We are going to get started here in just a little bit, letting people come in, hop on, go through some things. So what's up?
What's up?
I think right below here, there's a comment section. If you're
Drop
here,
a comment. Let us know we're on live. Let us make sure that this is all working, right? That's a big thing.
Well, we can make sure it's all working, but I want to know, where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? What do you got going on? Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Are we ready to get going? You're not seeing the webinar. Erica, let me refresh the page.
I think that's old, sweetie.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone isn't, let me refresh the page and make sure that this is live and we are good. We are good. So let's get rolling. Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Go.
Let's share the screen.
We got a lot of cool things coming from you guys. So stay tuned, because today we are going to be talking about how to authentically attract 3 to 5 high-paying clients without having to spend a ton on advertising. So, as Chad, I thought, had all of the slides here.
That is a breakdown.
That's all good. We are gonna roll with it. Let me see. I saw Jennifer. You are here. What's going on, darling? Who else is here? Where are you guys at, and where are you from? We are getting, sorry about that, guys. I thought this was already, I'm all like, come on, let's go. You guys are all waiting like, come on.
Boom.
I need the juice. Who's ready to get clients?
Give me the stuff.
Yes.
There they are.
Without having to spend a ton on advertising, because the reality is, guys, that advertising costs are going crazy, right? There are changes that are happening in ads every single day, right? And authentically, like, I like this way so much better. You don't have to spend a ton on advertising, and it's a thing that we've honestly put together and have done consistently for quite some time now. So I am going to let this roll over to Chad as he gets started with this, and let's get going.
All right, so real quick, who am I? My name is Chad Oxted, and I've spoken in front of thousands of people, and I've been top earner in affiliate companies, and I've done big events and $10,000, Dominican Republic, all that good stuff. But that doesn't really matter if you don't know my backstory. In the early 2000s, I got started in sales and marketing. Actually, I was calling thousands and thousands and thousands of leads, and I became burnt out. I fell into a deep depression because I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. I was doing the same thing over and over again. I wasn't getting the results I was looking for. I ended up getting a mentor that helped me pull out of that hole. And then I had to get back on the horse and figure something out. So I got into sales, door-to-door sales. I knocked thousands and thousands of doors until my knuckles literally bled. And I did that for 6 years, and I remember that it just wasn't working. I was grinding my life away. I was doing the same thing, but just doing it a different way. I was outside instead of inside. And I actually quit my job in a different state. I went and launched my internet business, and I haven't actually had a W-2 since then. After being a top earner, speaking on stage, throwing my own events, I decided to do some sales and consulting, which totally didn't work out. It completely failed. I've actually made more since the first time this actually happened, but it's finally it just didn't work out, right? And I left me into a major cash flow hole. I had to move back in with my mother, and going through a transitional period. And I'll tell you a little bit about that later. I actually convinced one of the most amazing women that I've ever met in my life to come live with me at my mom's house.
Very enrolling.
Yeah, very enrolling. And we both had some major skill sets, and we've made we wanted to make a major impact in the world. So we wanted, what we came together and said, let's help successful businesses become more successful. So she is one of the most powerful people that I've ever met in my life. She's done multiple, actually 7 figures. We added it all up, 7 figures online. And she was a VP of an ad agency. She's actually ran companies that have done 8 figures and that are on their way to 9 figures. She's consulted on funnels for people like Grant Cardone and other huge players. But now she's my beautiful wife, and I'm just so excited. Here she is, Miss Holly Oxted.
Yay. Thank you, my darling. I love you. Sure. So I want to ask you guys before we get started and hear all about me, can you relate to this at all? Do you want to make an amazing income from anywhere you want and really take back control of your life? And do you need systems or do you need to get systems in place so you don't have to do all the work? Or have you had some success, yet you're really yearning to reach more people and make a bigger impact with your work? Are you stuck feeling like more time is spent on client acquisition than with your actual clients? And do you feel like you're stuck at certain income levels and you can't seem to move forward at all? Well, the good news is that these are all symptoms of a larger problem, and we're going to solve that once and for all over this webinar, right? And the problem is, ultimately, you don't know how to put the right systems and strategies in place to allow you to really leverage your time and build relationships on autopilot, right? So why is this webinar any different than any other webinar? Well, let me tell you, I am not going to share with you any step-by-step systems that will magically fit your business into some sort of box with these guaranteed results, okay? I also want you to put your fears to the side a bit to try on the possibility that you really can feel confident about building and implementing systems and your client acquisition process, that it really works uniquely for you and your business, right? Not all systems are the same. The truth is there is something that has been holding you back. And if you ever thought sitting around hunting for prospects and just messaging everyone that you can is tiring, you're right. And I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be that way. And after this webinar, you're going to have hands-on skills, literally hands-on, to go out and create your client acquisition process and start attracting the right clients while leveraging your time and your knowledge. How does that sound? Does that sound fair enough for everybody? So my ultimate goal for this web class is for you to quit wasting your time and money and beat any technical learning curve that you think really stops you. And be able to really put a solid strategy in place to go out and get sales fast, guys. And I want to show you how you can generate new clients and sales for your business or for other people's quick businesses for some quick cash flow. And you don't need a huge advertising business or a big list of people who already know you. That's a big misconception, right? You need to have this big, huge list. And if you stay to the end of this today, I'm going to give you 100% free training on how to sell without selling. I previously sold this course for $497. It's going to show you how to speak to your prospects in a way that actually has them do the selling for you, right? Like how much easier would that be if you were on the phone with your prospects and you let them sell themselves? Yes, please. But I need your attention, okay? So I need you to put your phone down for a bit. Unless you're watching this on your phone, I will say desktop I've found has been really good to watch webinars. But if you're on your phone, don't put it down if you're watching this. Just keep rolling with it. And ignore all of the notifications. Seriously, they're going to be okay if they're unchecked for about an hour or so, I promise. And if you stay present with me, if you're really serious about getting more clients into your business, this webinar could change your life, okay? Now, you already met Chad. My name is Holly Oxted. So let me tell you a bit about me, why you should be listening, like paying attention. So I went from being homeless, literally bankrupt. I was in a wheelchair for 9 months to being able to build a multiple 6-figure business, consulting to 8 and even 9-figure gurus like Grant Cardone, Coach Giancarlo Barraza. If you're an expert, if you're a coach, or if you're a consultant who's really struggling to get high-ticket clients, I hope my story is going to inspire you today. So back in 2010, I was VP of a very successful digital marketing agency that was local. We helped local businesses get online. I absolutely loved what I did. I loved my job. Everything was amazing, right? And then one day, I don't know what got into me. I wanted to be the cool mom. So I went into McDonald's to get my daughter a Happy Meal. Don't judge me. We don't go there anymore. And that was the day that everything changed for me. I was getting some fruit punch over at the drink machine. It didn't work, so I sidestepped over to the other drink machine, and I literally slipped and fell into a near perfect split. I fell backwards. I ended up dislocating my hip. It triggered a neurological condition that I need to actually change that. That's no longer has claimed my life, but I lived with for over 7 years of chronic pain after that accident. And I spent 4 years between a wheelchair, a walking stick, and being stuck in bed. I got online every day and every night, guys. That was the moment that I started my journey online, how to start a business online. I knew that I needed to do internet marketing and learning how to run a business online was my key to have freedom in my life again, right? In hindsight, looking back, I know what made all the difference was I just got out there in the hospital making videos like every day. I started sharing on Facebook. I started sharing on YouTube. Everything that I was learning and bringing in, my struggles, my journey, I was just very real and authentic. And one day I got this message from Coach Johnny, who's a top internet, he does CPA, e-commerce, like big internet marketer guru, probably at close to 9 figures by now. So he was following my videos, became Facebook friends, still friends to this day. And the rest is history, as they say. So I came on board to his company. I ended up working directly with him on, he really liked my style. I helped him with his content. I helped him with his funnels, his campaigns, his courses. He became a platinum partner with Grant Cardone. He is still a platinum partner with Grant Cardone. And Grant came over and brought him a funnel, and he brought the funnel over to me and said, hey, what do you think of this funnel? And I was able to consult over that funnel. That funnel then went on to do millions of dollars. You guys may have heard of it. It was the Millionaire Booklet. So my main message is this. I want you guys to never, ever give up. If you are on this webinar, you are here for a very specific reason, right? You have a powerful story to share, and what you do for people and what you're learning and what you're doing every day, it can not only change your life, but also the lives of other people, right? It definitely has mine, totally. I've since done over $700,000 in affiliate sales. I've worked vigorously in my therapy and my health. Like I said, chronic pain no longer affects my life. I've been able to speak on stages along some really high-level marketers, and it's been absolutely amazing. And then things kind of crashed, right? As the roller coaster of life, so they say. I was in this program. It required that I had my own merchant account, and it hit. My merchant account froze. Could you imagine? So I literally did, I did $20,000 in sales in my merchant account in 1 month. And they were like, nope. They closed my account, and they took my money, and they locked it up for 90 days. If you could imagine the impact of what that would do to you, like it literally made me stop believing in what I was doing, right? Because I would never wish that on anybody of what I had to go through with that. And I knew that something seriously had to change in the way that I was doing things online. That was when Chad and I had got together, and we were both at a transitional point. It literally got to the point, I'm not joking, that Chad and I, it was my last $6 in PayPal. We split it. We went out to dinner. We split a sub at Tropical Smoothie that night. I still remember. Excuse me. I can grab a sip of water here. So I know normal people would probably be really worried, like, oh shit moment here, right? However, we knew the secret skill, right? And the skill was going to allow us to make money on demand over and over and over again for the rest of our lives. And I want you guys to really pay attention, because I'm going to share that skill with you guys today. This is how we leverage, and is how to leverage automated systems to be able to build rapport with people and establish a relationship on autopilot. Yep. So we got super creative. And our first month, we made $15,559.01 just getting started together. We stayed consistent, right? And we broke income records repeatedly since. So here you can see there's 39,000 in a month, and we've done quite a few. Okay, so we're going to share with you exactly how we did this in just a bit. But let me show you the backstory of how this all started, right? So it started with a super simple question from a friend. Hey, can you get me solar leads? And Chad looked at me and I said, all right, well, it was time to master Facebook ads. I watched literally every training that I could get a hold of. We ended up spending $508.25 in ad spend and made our first client over $10,000 with 2 signed contracts. Ha! We were in business, right? So we literally did this for hair restoration, for relationship coaches, for gutter cleaners, for knee pain doctors, for jewelers, for construction consultants, for financial coaches, online services, health coaches, franchise consultants. Like, those were our clients, and we learned that we were really good at getting really high ticket clients, right? So these are just a few. I want to show you guys we walk the walk and talk the talk, right? So we can do this for us, and we've done it for our clients. It really brought us to an epiphany here. This was so much more than just Facebook ads. So with each new client that we got, we realized that we really had a method down that both of us have been implementing in our own businesses for years now. And it works specifically well with coaches, consultants, really people who are out to make a difference in the world are ultimately the people we want to help anyways. And that just happens, like, this works super well for them. And if you have a high ticket offer, this works super well as well. So we've dubbed this the disruption method, and thus the disruption method was born. So the disruption method is really about creating a disruption in your news feeds. It's creating a disruption in thought patterns of the people who are watching you online. It's creating a disruption in the buying behaviors so that by the time you get on the phone with your prospects, they feel like they know you. How many of you would like that, right? Pretty cool. So we noticed something really interesting. People wanted to learn how we were getting all of our clients, right? It stopped becoming all about Facebook ads. It was like, whoa, what are you doing here, right? And they wanted to know how they could do this too for themselves. So ultimately, up until now, we've done completely done-for-you services, ranging up to $30,000. And when we say done-for-you services, literally, we've put funnels together, the systems, the campaigns, the follow-ups, the whole shebang, right? However, more and more people started coming to us, like pleading to us, will you show us how you could do that, how they could do this too? So we opened up a course to a small beta group to work with over 8 weeks to get all of the tweaks out of this. So here are some of our student testimonials. Julie said, hey guys, just finished watching Setting Up Your First Facebook Ad. Wow, great information, easily laid out to follow. You definitely make it look easy. Thank you, Holly. Audrey said, I just had an amazing call with Chad Oxted, and I want to give him a big shout out. Chad was so helpful in helping me understand the different businesses and adjusting what you should charge depending on the business they're in. Knowing the right questions to ask and basically just moving forward to a life of freedom. Chad was instrumental in helping me calm my nerves about getting out there and making this happen. This training is so valuable and the most amazing part that I've ever been a part of. Thank you, Chad and Holly. I was green then. P.S. First ad has been posted today with confidence. I love her. So Janice said, going through modules and steps on placing my first Facebook ad. Wow, I've been doing so many wrong things because I had no clue what the hell I was doing. This is a first-class lifetime value training. I appreciate you, Holly, and the patience to explain and the amount of effort that went into putting this particular module together. My head hurts, but I'm excited. Never will I place an ad again the old dumb me fashion way. So guys, let me ask you, pretty cool, huh? Would you like to learn 3 easy things that you can implement today to start getting 3 to 5 high-paying clients a week? Mia, double check and see, make sure our stuff is all together. I know we got a little bit of lag time here. Let's, just gonna say that all of you, yes, yes, awesome. I'm going to show you here in just a minute for total free. But I want you to guys first imagine what it's going to be like, what it would be like, right? Your calendar is filled on the time spots that you get to choose with qualified people that you did not have to hunt down to find. So you can really have more time working with your clients and doing what you love, right? How many of you know that sometimes finding new clients can be a full-time job in itself? right? What would it be like if you have all the correct systems in place so you can scale your business to 20 plus clients a month and increase revenue and reach your income goal? What would that be like for you? Or what would it be like to have a simple strategy in place that is super unique for your business so you can build what really matters in business the most, which is relationships? Your income, and what would it be like if your income keeps going up with clients that you love paying you up to 30K for what you're good at doing? I'm telling you guys, it's exhilarating, it's airy, it's super amazing. You can like just imagine literally what that would be like. Probably you would jump up, right? Like Chad and I remember our first time that happened for us. We were like high five, screaming, like doing this funny looking happy dance for sure was there. Whatever floats your boat, like put that in your mind now of what that's going to be like. This is the life-changing stuff. Like this is exactly what happened to us. So we actually took all last winter and just went from resort to ocean and just had this incredibly romantic, incredibly like it was fun. It was a lot of work too that we did too that we've been able to learn from, but we just had this great journey together. And we've really been able to do all sorts of fun things and do it with each other. So I know you guys are probably squirming at the edge of your seat, right? Ready for us to give you this all step by step. But I want you guys to really take these next steps super seriously. So there's just a couple of people who used what we're about to show you, right? So Amber, she used this process, and this is what she put in the group. So from week 1 to now week 9, I've taken my client from healthy to one badass fit power machine, from diet changes, workout adjustments, to complete mindset overhaul. My client now knows she's completely unstoppable and has even become a first form athlete this week. So she wrote her meal plan, gave her pointers. After implementing the strategies I've learned from Chad and Holly, I now have an annually signed contract with an agreement to do marketing for me. Guys, listen to Chad and Holly. They will empower you as an entrepreneur. I have learned how to negotiate much larger big ticket deals and gain tons of confidence in doing so. And I know exactly how to target my ideal client. Amber is absolutely amazing. She's been able to go on and do just working within us in 6 weeks, she did $138,000 in contracts, being able to sign clients and have a program making what she really deserves. She's a health, life, meditation expert. She's an amazing person. Another one of our students, Nia. Now, riddle me this. How does a stay-at-home mother, not at all confident in her grant writing ability, who has been out of the workforce for more than 4 years, between feedings, baths, potty training, diaper changes, get 3 very willing clients desperate for her client grant writing skills in less than a week? Jesus and Chad and Holly Oxted. I love them. So I will say that results are not typical, okay? I'm going to share what continues to work for us every single day. And the truth of the matter is we are not typical. Then we got my little Supergirl, and Chad is my Iron Man. Facts seem to show that the average person who attends free trainings really just don't get results, unfortunately. Regardless, though, we are happy to share with you for free exactly what's working for us. But I will say, this is not for lazy, scammy, Ponzi kind of people. So if that's all you're looking for, this probably isn't the place for you. You can click out, and good luck with all of that. So this is what we're going to cover. In step 1, we're going to go through the #1 thing that every successful online entrepreneur utilizes to get high-paying clients, and how you can start creating a momentum within your niche, or a movement within your niche to start building the momentum. In step 2, we're going to really break down the disruption method for you so you can approach every angle of your marketing and get the right message to your prospects at the right time. So as you do that, you really start building relationships with people. And in step 3, we're going to talk about how to leverage systems so you can set up your entire client acquisition on autopilot. Does this sound good, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at that. I didn't even need the thing. All right. In step 1, the #1 thing that every successful online entrepreneur utilizes to get high-paying clients, and how you can start creating a movement within your niche to build momentum. You got to utilize communities. right? You've got to be able to utilize groups and start building your tribe, right? These are just a couple screen shares of, as can you imagine just having your people all in one place where you can really start building rapport, right? Actually, right now we are live in our group, right? And also on our webinar, because our group, and they got a little bit behind the scenes stuff before the webinar started, right? Because our group is special. They get to see things that aren't anywhere else. That's the bonus of being in our group. So if you are in our group and you're watching this, I appreciate you, right? And look, these are just some of the power. You get really an audience for life. I'm here for life, right? Lizzie, you're amazing. Dean, my favorite mermaid. I've always loved mermaids. They're just kind of my thing. The more you hang around me, the more you know, right? And this is some of our clients. We've put together tribes and communities for our clients as well. So this works for literally in multiple niches. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. I wanted to show you guys today, this is literally a group and some posts for a construction, right? So if it works for construction businesses, it will work for your business. Because here's the truth. People want to be a part of something, right? So if you add value, you create challenges for them, you're engaging with them, and you really focus on giving and staying consistent in your groups, the natural result is going to be trust and rapport, right? So the truth is, you can't just build a community blindly with no strategy, right? You hear a lot of people out there, get a group, get a group, get a group, or, oh, I have a group, but what about it, right? You need a strategy. It's not just like, here's a group, go put a bunch of people in it, and boom, you're going to get all these clients, right? This is where the disruption method happens, right? So you can approach every angle of your marketing to be able to get the right message to your prospects at the right time and really start building those relationships. So you guys ready for this? Do we have people on here? I'm looking over to my partner here. So let me go over the disruption method. The disruption method takes your funnel and your traffic strategies and it splits them into 3 different messages. So ultimately, when people first get to know you or when they first see you, right, isn't this the response? Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, like who cares, right? It's kind of a, not to be cold or nothing, but nobody knows you, nobody really cares. They need a reason to care, right? So you have your cold market. You are definitely going to talk to your cold market in a different way than someone who knows your story. They know, like maybe they've seen your webinar, they have your lead magnet, they've seen a few posts from you. They're starting to warm up like, all right, I like this. This is cool, right? That's your warm market. And then you have your hot market, right? Your hot market is they've watched your webinars, they engage with your posts. They're like, all right, let's do this. I want to work with you. I'm on it. Let's go. Right? So those are your hot people. So once you understand that you need different messages for your audiences, it's time to start putting all of this together. Right? So you get your cold, your warm, and your hot market or messages. Now you got to put them all together. So in step 3, is this good stuff, guys? Are you guys liking this? So in step 3 is how to leverage your systems, right? So you have your messaging together. You're going to speak to your cold message in a completely different way than you speak with your warm message. And then your hot message is a whole entirely, like they already know your story. You're not going to keep sharing your story over and over and over with them. They already know it. Right now it's just a matter of having them take action. So you want to be able to leverage systems so that you can set up your entire client acquisition on autopilot. That's the goal, right? So the easiest and the most effective way to create any online system is through a funnel. Now I'm going to go funnel talk for a bit, and I want you to know that it doesn't have to be complicated or any kind of tech thing whatsoever, right? Funnels are much more powerful. Like a lot of people are kind of confused, like what's a funnel? And then they just go into tech jargon, blah. And I don't want to do that to you. But I will say that funnels are much more powerful than websites because they take people through a step-by-step process rather than, you go into a website, like you can go to a website and go through all of this stuff and you hope that the person going there is going to see things. And is everything going okay?
Some technical stuff with the thing. Just keep going.
Okay. So, but ultimately you have no control, right? And what happens when you go on a website, you click off the website, and then pow, you never go back to that website, right? Well, with a funnel, you're creating a system that you're collecting people's information that you now have an opportunity to give them exactly what they need through an automated process, right? So that's what a funnel is. And I'm telling you, there's tools out there to make it super duper easy to build where you do not have to be a tech guru. And I'm going to help you even further by doing this for you. So when you stay tuned and not think that like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So a lot of people, I hear it all the time. I talk to people all the time. And this has been one of the #1 things that you guys have asked to really have us help you through. So you want people to be able to go to a funnel rather than just a web page. Okay, so this is what a lot of the gurus are going to teach you online. This is typically this is how you get high ticket funnels. Okay, do you need this? I need this for a minute.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so the typical funnel looks something like this. You have a Facebook ad that goes to a landing page, that goes to a thank you page. Right after they go to a Facebook ad, then you click on your opt-in page. Once they go through the opt-in page, they go to another thank you page. Then from that page, you're able to put in an application. You then can get a call, and then you get the sale, right? That's the typical way that you may have even seen webinars and trainings. That's what they will show you, is that go and run sales to like a webinar and get them on the phone and then close them, okay? And we found that this works, right? This totally works. However, we found using the disruption method not only works better, but it will lower your ad costs down like super duper crazy. Do you need to do tech? I guess there's some tech challenges, so I'm gonna give Chad my controller here and let him, let me go through here. Ashley, thanks for hopping on. Ruth, what's going on? Janny, yes, you feel stuck. Well, that's not a good feeling. Hopefully we can give some clarity to you through that. Let me see. As Chad's fixing my technical difficulties, we will not let that interrupt the show here. Thanks, awesomeness. Are you using a presentation? You can only see back pages. Got it. So this is so we're going through our group too. We are also on a live through the people who registered on the webinar, which is awesome, which is why we did that, which is okay. But hopefully if you were on the webinar that you also saw some of this presentation and it wasn't just a black pages, because I spent a lot of time on these and they're pretty amazing, right? All these cute little gifts and stuff. Is it working now?
It should it should show what I'm saying. YouTube is not doing. It's not sharing.
YouTube is not sharing. Got it. Okay. Well, that's the thing. Sorry, guys. It is. It is not, I see. So let me ask you guys, while we're going through this, has this been helpful for you guys so far? Right? What would that look like for you guys of the disruption method? Ultimately, it's your cold traffic you're putting your cold traffic into your group, right? Those people don't know. You've given them something, some sort of value. So how it's worked is what probably happened here is you've probably got one of our books, either the Client Attraction Code or the Quantum Attraction Code, which is really the 2.0 version of our book. Maybe you saw our video series that came through, right? You got one of our reports or something free first. And then what happened is you then became a part of our group. And in our group is where we then shared the warm market, is where we then share our webinar, to be able to, so you guys can see what it is that we're doing, right? I apologize, guys. And then from there, your hot market, those are the people that went to your webinar. Can you see how that works? You see the flow? So you have your cold market, you got your lead magnet going into your group. Once you have your group, you're building a relationship with them. You're building, are you using presentation, black page? Are we supposed to be seeing your screen? Black, nope.
Hey guys, I'm gonna just start a new one, a new thing in the Facebook group. Just jump on when it comes on.
To be continued. See you guys in a minute. So as far as YouTube, is it not working?
It's just not sharing. I'm not sure if people showed up anyways. So. All right, we're back. Bunch of people should be jumping on see, make sure that you can see that.
All right, yay to tech challenges and growing opportunities, right? Always get to welcome new things, and it's just part of it. So it looks like we are back. I just want to make sure that you guys can see. Ruth, I see that you're here. All these messages coming through. Man, we were really on a roll there, huh? And we'll just have to get back on the roll. Maybe we'll just figure it out. All right. So should I keep going?
Yeah, go.
All right. So I'm just going to go through this one more time. I know we were kind of going through back and forth. I got a little distracted. So let me share with you guys typically what you're going to learn, right? I've been in this industry. We've been online going on 5 years now. I've been able to work with a lot of high-level people in this industry. And this is what a lot of not those specific people teach, but a lot of high-level people out here teach, right? And they teach it and it works. However, I found with all the crazy costs happening and everything happening with Facebook ads, like I like the disruption method better, right? So they'll tell you to go get a Facebook ad and then go bring it, send it to an opt-in landing page. And then the thank you page may have like a webinar or something on it, and then have them fill out an application and then get on the call and then close them, right? Straight from a cold lead. And it works. And I'm telling you, you may have a pretty high lead cost and client, like a per client acquisition cost there, but it works.